Hey everybody and welcome to Tech Bytes. Today I am coming to you from Northwest Arkansas. I had the opportunity last week to go down and see my son graduate from basic training from the Air Force. And so I took the opportunity to record the first part of today's video here in beautiful Northwest Arkansas. Today on Tech Bytes, we're going to be talking about ChatGPT. So last week I told you we were going to get started with a series on artificial intelligence. And because a lot of our programs that we use in education with AI are based in ChatGPT, I figured we would start at the ground level. So today we're going to take a look at ChatGPT. Here we go. Some of you may already know what ChatGPT is and how it works, but as I was thinking about the best way to introduce ChatGPT to you, I thought, why not let ChatGPT introduce itself? So I'm going to put in, what is ChatGPT? So ChatGPT is a natural language processing model developed by OpenAI. It's based on the GPT generative pre-trained transformer architecture, specifically GPT 3.5. ChatGPT is designed to generate human-like text responses based on the input it receives. It can be used for a wide range of natural language understanding and generation tasks, including answering questions, engaging in conversation, generating text, providing explanations, and more. The model is pre-trained, and what that basically means is that it has been trained on a vast amount of text data from the internet, allowing it to learn grammar, facts, reasoning abilities, and the nuances of human language. It can be fine-tuned for specific applications or tasks, making it a versatile tool for various language-related tasks. ChatGPT has gained attention for its ability to generate coherent and contextually relevant text, making it useful in chatbots, virtual assistants, content generation, and other language-driven applications. It can understand and respond to text prompts, making it a valuable tool for human-computer interaction and natural language understanding tasks. So this is a response generated by ChatGPT about ChatGPT. Now, you can ask this any question. You can ask it for recipes, you can ask it to generate a song, you can ask it to explain a concept, and it will generate text. One of the cool things about ChatGPT is there's a button right down here that says regenerate. So if you don't like this response necessarily, you can click this regenerate button and it will create another response to the question that you asked. You can also interact with the text. So if you generate a response that maybe gives you a question in your mind that you want to ask to get a little bit more information, you can ask a question based on the text that's generated, and it will answer that question. So for example, if I'm not entirely sure what natural language processing is, what is natural language processing? It will then generate a follow-up response to what that actually is. So you can interact a little bit, you can ask questions, you can ask follow-up questions, and as I have already mentioned a couple of times, a lot of the programs that we have access to as teachers that run on artificial intelligence is using this platform. So there are generators that companies create that actually use the infrastructure of OpenAI or ChatGPT to create responses. Now, this is a very simple, easy to use program. So, I mean, even if I wanted to, I could say create a unit plan for, let's say, dividing fractions for 4th grade. And it will create a unit plan. So there's the title, the grade level, the duration, the overview, the objectives, materials needed, and then it will actually break it down into lessons. So a lot of the programs that I'm going to show you over the course of the next couple of weeks do these types of things, and they do them maybe in a little bit more of a robust way, but you can actually use ChatGPT to create yourself some lesson plans or a unit. Now, one of the nice things about this, because we've talked a little bit, and we're going to talk more about cheating. This is not taken from somewhere else. It's not copied and pasted. This is generated based on the question that was asked. And so this is not someone else's information. So if I were to copy and paste this, I'm not plagiarizing. I'm literally just taking this information that was generated on the spot when I typed in my question and using that information. Now, this is great as a starting point, but one of the things that you need to understand about ChatGPT is that it only uses information up to September of 2021. So if you ask a question about something that's more recent than September of 2021, you're not going to get that information, because that's as of right now, that's as far forward as the information that ChatGPT accesses goes. So if you are looking for information about something that's going on currently or something that has come about since September of 21, you're not going to get that information. It's also important to acknowledge that this is computer generated, and so there may be information that's generated that's not 100% accurate or maybe worded strangely, but it is a good place to start. There's a whole idea of the fear of the flashing cursor, and sometimes we have experienced that, where I need to write something, but I don't quite know where to start. And so this gives us something that we can use to kind of combat that fear of the flashing cursor, because this can generate for us a starting point. Now, obviously, we would want to teach our students that this is not a finished product. So, if we ask them a question and they can answer that using ChatGPT, copy and paste the text and call it done, that's really not what this is for. This is for creating a starting point for a conversation. So if an assignment is something like write a summary of The Great Gatsby. Now, ChatGPT can do this. It can write a summary, and there it is. There's our summary of The Great Gatsby. And so a student could very easily copy and paste this, but as a teacher, we're going to understand that this was not written by our student based on the way that it's written, the wording, and so forth. But for those students that might have trouble getting started, they could take this and then use it as a starting point to write their summary. Just as a side point, and something we'll get into a little bit more as we go forward, if we are asking questions that can be answered by ChatGPT, then maybe we need to think about the types of questions we're asking. And again, we're going to get into that a little bit more as we go forward, but for today, I just wanted to give you an introduction to ChatGPT so that you could spend some time over the course of the next week taking a look at it if you haven't already, playing around with it a little bit, and getting a feel for what this generative text, this text generator can do. So that was ChatGPT. Next week, we're going to be taking a look at a specific tool built for teachers that is created on the architecture of ChatGPT, which is why I wanted to get us started today with looking at that tool as a foundation. So next week, tune in. We'll be taking a look at, like I said, a teacher-specific tool. I hope you guys have a great week, and I look forward to working with you. Have a great day.